Well, howdy. Grizzly Bear here, wilderness denizen, renowned for my nonsensical yet slightly humorous statements. For example, the other day, I spent about a half day getting my resupply done, about a half day looking at them cliff dwellings, and about a half day hiking. Well, see, now that's 3 halves. That don't make sense at all. It's kind of funny though.
Yes, is this on? Let me check. No, that's not. Oh, no? Oh, it's strobing. That's not right. Oh, yes, okay. Yes, hello! Hello! My name is Sir Edmund Hickory, world-famous mountaineer, explorer, and if I do say so myself, Renaissance man. Yes, well, perhaps you've heard of me. My most famous adventure was the formidable ascent of what was called Mount Tabor in southeast Portland, Oregon in the United States. Quite a tale, but that tale for another day. Today, I'm sitting on the continental divide, they call it, here in North America. And the divide is where the water flows, I believe it is to the north of the divide. It all flows to Alaska. Yes, Alaska. And to the south, it all flows to somewhere in Florida, I believe. I think it's Tampa. I'm not sure. I'll have to check my facts. But I'm sitting here atop what's called the Knife's Edge. What an exciting place to camp. I'm bivouacked here on the Knife's Edge. I feel like a man. Well, I am a man, I guess. So, where was I? Oh, yes, I hiked today. Backpacked, actually. Over 1 mile, I believe it was. I could have possibly done more. Maybe 1 mile and an eighth, quarter, something like that. But the altitude here is, it's dreadful. It's very high. I think I'm camped at something like 46,000 meters. It's incredible. I just did an Austrian accent. I don't know why. Yes, and I think that's an altitude thing too. I'm getting actually quite sleepy.
And welcome to Twin Lakes, Colorado, and a segment that I'm calling Thru-Hiker Shoe Anatomy. Here's a Thru-Hiker shoe. It's a New Balance tennis shoe, and as you'll notice, it's gained some experiences and some certain characteristics over the roughly 600 plus miles it's done since New Mexico. So I'll point these out. So for one, on the side, before this was closed up, now it's quite open. And what I thought was, that's handy. I could just fit a whole Snickers in there, but it doesn't really quite fit. What does fit though is a couple of the small candy bars. Very nicely. That's a Hershey's, and here's a Crackle. We stick them in there. That's an emergency food storage. Fantastic feature. You just can't get with a normal shoe. This is one of my favorites because it adds a lot of drama to the hike. Is once this comes unglued and it's loose like this, it can snag on just about anything, and it does. And just in terms of style points for falling off the trail or over the edge of something, this is possibly one of the greatest features of the shoe. Another one is, well, let's see if I can find it here. Right here, if you look at the toe, Well, that's just pure drainage, drain hole. So you get water in there, it comes right out that hole. Fantastic feature. The other is the fact that of the tread. This tread is, well, basically non-existent at this point, and will slide effortlessly over any surface with very little friction. Just slide. It's fantastic. So, and just in terms of comparison, so here's the veteran shoe. Here's the new one I just got in the mail. None of those features. I mean, it's a good shoe. It's got solid, deep tread. There's no holes. In fact, I just waterproofed it. I mean, it looks good, but can it do this? Can it store a crackle? I don't think so. Hello, my name is Rumi Tobox. Rumi Tobox. I am from the country of Thru-Hike. Thru-Hike. My family is called Tobox because we have very, very wide feet. No shoes. I've never worn a shoe. My feet are so wide. You may wonder, why the towel on my head? Well, the women of Thru-Hike, the women of Thru-Hike are very beautiful. Very beautiful. Head to toe. All of them it's very nice actually to be from there. The men like me, Rumi Tobox, very ugly. Ugly. I mean, you don't even want to come close to my... I mean, it might as well be a moose ass. It might as well be a moose's hind end. My face is not so good. So we all wear the towel. It's okay. So you know, we are ugly men with huge feet and no shoes. We are ugly men, huge feet, no shoes. And that's pretty much life in Thru-Hike.
Yeah. Hey. So, welcome to my, show. I'm, what they call on the trail, the plod father. I don't know why I move, I walk. I like to walk a lot. So, to give you an example of my trail experience, alright, so I'm walking along and I'm feeling thirsty, thirsty because I'm a little parched. I feel parched. So I need a little something to drink, you know what I'm saying? I'm thinking I could use some water. So I see some hikers. They got some water, they're drinking it, and I think, I could use some of that water. So we talk a little bit, and pretty soon I'm drinking the water, and it's good for me. It's good for me, cause I need the water. I was parched. They had a lot, So the water thing works out okay for me. The other thing about hiking is I like to sleep on a nice flat spot. Flat. I like it when it's flat. And sometimes it's not so flat. And so, as an example, the other day I'm hiking, and I see some other hikers, and they've got a nice flat spot, and look good to me. So we talked a little, you know, we talked, and then pretty soon I'm sleeping on a nice flat spot, and you know, that's good for me. So, you know, that works out okay too. And then, what's the other thing? Oh, food. Yeah, food. That's the other thing, you know, when you're hiking, you think a lot about food. I know I do. And, so I see some other campers, you know, because the hikers, they don't have food, you know, you can't, there's not much food there. But campers, they got food and beer and stuff and coolers. And so, you know, I'm hiking along, I'm feeling, you know, sort of hungry. And I think, well, you know, I should find some food or something. And so I see campers, and they got coolers. So I walk up, and we talk a little, and pretty soon I'm eating, and it's good. It's really good. You know, it's good for me because, you know, I need to eat. I like to eat, I like to drink, I like to sleep on a flat spot. And so it all works out, you know?